what a late foul call. Danny Green is going to strangle a ref tonight.
Wait, is it game
Game
6?
stays. And then if
I'm glad the Bulls got rid of Butler. This guy
so,
sucks.
all right. I was thinking about this. Do you think if the Bulls still had Butler to this day, because he'd be on the team for almost like a decade at this point, do you think he'd be in a situation with the Bulls like he is with the Heat right now? That I don't.
No.
Yeah. It's all based on who they build around him. I mean, they try to do with 90-year-old Dwayne Wade and other players. I don't think they would know how to do or what to do. I think that he would also.
I think there's one really big difference between the Bulls organization and the Heat organization. The Heat have Pat Riley,
Yep.
and that guy knows basketball. He's actually really good at it.
Yeah.
Really good at basketball.
I'm sure
So you have that guy building your roster instead of who we've had building our roster.
Yeah. John
Like,
Paxson
the people they have on that
strangles.
team are still good.
Yeah. John Paxson fights like coaches. If Pat Riley was the GM under Jerry Reinsdorf, I'm almost positive he'd have some goons whack Jerry Reinsdorf if that was a possibility.
100%.
I mean, he'd be like,
100%.
I'm done with this. It'd be a weekend. He's like, I'm done with this guy. It'd be like
I think that this also makes Spoelstra into like a legit coach too.
yeah. Jerry Reinsdorf is the equivalent of Morty's Wiggs, the guy from Goodfellas, the guy that just keeps asking for the money. And Riley would be De Niro, and he'd just be like, "Oh, well, you always ask for the fucking money, Jerry. What the fuck?" And then just take an ice pick to the back of his head. But that I don't want to say that this should happen to Jerry.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
If you say
allegedly,
it wasn't
get in
allegedly.
trouble.
It happened in the movie. I mean, Joe Pesci did.
Allegedly.
It. Tommy did it. I mean, it was right there.
He
Oh, they're
allegedly
wearing their
killed him in the
highlighter
movie.
uniforms.
Frank Vogel's not even wearing a suit in its game 6. That is fucking disgusting. He's wearing a quarter zip right now. Oh my fucking lord. This is why I can't even
sweat.
This is why we don't validate. Yeah, this is why I'm not validating an NBA finals this year. It looks like we're in the Maui Invitational right now, for Christ's sake.
Doesn't count.
You really that heated about the coach not wearing a suit?
He is wearing he looks like one of those like young professors, lecturers on campus, like during a Friday. He doesn't want to really dress up, so he's trying to mix it in with his favorite team.
All the coaches should wear those velour jumpsuits that they used to wear in like the early 2000s. Like the big ass ones with some white Air Force Ones.
Ask Pat Riley. He's got 8 or 9 of them.
When Jack Del Rio, remember when he was like the first time coach of the Jaguars, and he would wear like the full suit with the fedora.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was
a look.
I wish he kept doing that because that was awesome.
Him and Mike.
If you're hot as shit to coach in Jacksonville in a 3-piece suit, but
I also like
if you're gonna do that though, like you gotta be really good. Like you gotta be making the playoffs. You can't be doing those kind of things.
No,
and winning
that's
4
why he
games.
stopped. He's like, oh wait, we're not that good. I gotta wear sweats like everybody else.
He's like just after like the 8th loss, he's looking like old Gil from The Simpsons, just all beat up, all of his. He's like, old Jack's gonna get a win one of these days.
Oh geez, I almost had him there.
Until he wins, but I can't afford another suit unless we win a game. Just got the one for 17 weeks.
Another throwback coach look I remember, and this is like because he wasn't that coach for that long, but Mike Nolan, when he was with the Niners, he used to. Do you guys remember when he used to bring out like a leather jacket and coach on the team? Like he would wear a leather jacket. I'm like, what is this? It just was the strangest.
Andrew Dice Clay out there coaching.
Hey, this guy's offside.
It's just a weird look. But
Hickory dock, it's time we run out the clock. Boom!
it worked.
Oh!
I think they should all have to wear a starter jacket. Each coach has to wear like the 90s starter jacket.
Those are so sick. Like you see like Bill Parcells and like Marty Schottenheimer wearing those like fit jackets that like all these hypebeast kids wear nowadays. It's the funniest shit in the world. And it's like that was a great
look.
Those
skinny jeans that have like the diaper butt look going.
Joe Gibbs, the original fit king.
Joe Gibbs alive, right?
Yeah, he runs Joe Gibbs Racing.
Hope
He's
so.
like he's making more money in NASCAR than I think he did in
Oh yeah,
football.
100%.
The coaches should just wear those old NASCAR jackets.
Oh, yeah. Get
The full jumpsuit for NASCAR, like what the drivers wear.
the bird suit, like
He's
the fuck.
But they still have all the
They're wearing
sponsors, and then
helmets.
they get all the money for it.
I feel like Andy
Yeah.
Reid would be down
Yeah.
for it just for the fact that he can piss in that costume and he'd be fine with it.
Oh, 100%.
You pissing it?
Yeah, that's what thing NASCAR guys do. If they well obviously they pee beforehand, but some guys just piss their pants sometimes. If they have to go. Like you got to. Like what are you going to do?
Wouldn't
Get out of the
that not,
car?
what if they didn't have leather seats? They put cloth seats in there.
Yeah, like
Every day I gotta work on this car. Every day I gotta smell Jimmy Johnson's piss.
uh what if somebody bedazzled their car? He's like, I got dolphin floor seats. I'm pretty excited. Our floor mats. This is pretty great.
Like an 8-ball shifter and dice in the mirror.
The massage thing on the back of the chair you put on there, the wooden balls that roll on you. You're like, oh, this is perfect.
Is that a thing cars are doing now? Are they putting massage chairs in the cars? I thought I saw that in a commercial, and that's a genius idea. I don't know why they wouldn't do that.
That actually would sound amazing.
I think so.
What
You
car?
Drive
get
a
too
lot.
relaxed, and then you just wreck the car.
I don't care. I wouldn't get hurt because I'd be relaxed. You only get hurt when you tense up.
Yeah, that's
Safety.
why.
True,
like,
true.
Drunk
By
drivers, when
safety.
they get into accidents, they always end up like nothing
Fine.
happened to them because
Yeah,
their body's
yeah.
like Jello.
It's unbelievable.
I want to be safe.
That's the
Give me-
only thing
give
that
me-
matters here.
Give me a massage chair.
Yeah.
Or give me
Are you
death.
condoning drunk driving is the safest form of driving because you won't get injured if you get into an accident?
Well, it's not safe for everybody else.
I want to make a joke, but I can't make a joke because it would be way too. It would be bad. That would
All
be
right,
really bad.
all right, Dice Clay, come on now. Oh,
I would be. I'm not gonna do it.
God damn it!
I want to.
Oh, you're teasing me. Just do it off air then. Do it off air.
We'll do it off air. Yeah, we'll do it off air. End the
do
show.
it right
so I can
now,
do
and
it
then
off air.
I'll say that I'll cut it, and then I won't cut it.
Yeah, I know that you won't. Until I see that red light off, I'm not saying nothing.
Oh man. I have a.
Oh, they just hired Jason Garrett back.
No, the Giants. The Giants. That's their Giants defensive coordinator. I have a. Am I the asshole? So
Yes.
it's really one of these things where
Wait, hold on. Do the intro song for "Am I the Asshole"?
I don't remember.
We don't have
Me?
any goddamn intro music on this show for any of the segments. We need intro music.
At least
Play
just
the-
like a
play the
fart
song.
noise, a 5-second fart noise. Why the asshole?
All right,
Like,
welcome to the segment. Am I the asshole?
wait, we haven't even started the show. We haven't even started
We're
the
already
show
starting
first.
segments. You haven't even done the welcome to the show thing yet. Getting sloppy. Going down to once a week has gotten you sloppy, sir.
Well, you just said you had a segment, and then you started talking. That's not my
You
fault.
didn't have the
True.
music queued up.
I know. I don't play. Well, you think I play the music when we record the episode?
You had me.
I know how this
twisted.
works.
You had me twisted. I legit thought we had music for this segment. I was like, "What? What are you talking about? Is this a homework assignment? I didn't do it."
Yeah. Did you write the song for the segment that we told you
Fuck.
about?
I knew I
Yeah,
forgot
more.
something.
It's more of a jingle than a song, but
Yeah. Welcome to the Relatively Jumbo podcast. My name is Nick. We have Devin and Steve. You know them. You've heard them. Follow us on Instagram, Jumbo Podcast, on Twitter @Jumbo Podcast. Check us out on YouTube, where we put the episodes, and then we also do a wrap-up video, usually about 10, 15 minutes or so on YouTube. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good. How about you?
I got
Okay, now do you
hungover
want to do
midday today.
Yeah.
I
Big
started
day.
drinking in the
That's
park
the
because I
worst.
got there early before kickball. So I was just
Yeah.
in Lincoln Park. I brought a lot of beers. Only a few of them made it to the field. Then I came home after we went to the bar. and I fell asleep and I woke up hungover.
What
So,
time did you leave the bar?
Ew.
uh, at halftime of the first set of games,
Okay.
I don't know. Time
So,
was all relative
so
at
you're
that
like
point.
1:32. I mean, guys weren't there for super long.
No.
Yeah, it happens. Well,
New
wait.
segment.
Let's talk about the kickball game first, since we were already talking about kickball. I'm
There's some drama. There's some storylines from this game.
so week one we lost to this team, and I think we talked about it on the podcast. These guys were taking pictures, celebrating like they won the goddamn championship. This is a classic. This is why you don't celebrate week one. You don't win championships week one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Put the
we
boots to him.
we kicked the shit out of them. It was we gave them 2 points. They shouldn't even have got 2 runs there. It was 9-2. We almost slaughter ruled them. We wanted to just play 7 innings. I feel like we just kind of eased up on them when
Yeah,
we
we let him
heard.
back in.
Yeah, we eased up once the ump said, this run ends the game, and I think we just kind of stopped for the next 2 innings hitting, and
Yeah.
we beat them. The guys were getting mad. We got a guy so upset that they were actually starting to rally a bit, and then for some reason he was on third and Robbie was pitching and had the ball, and then it was like a play to Robbie and he just stopped the play. He fake passed it to somebody, and the guy just ran home for some reason. He ran right into Robbie. It was like the dumbest play ever, and he did it because
How
he
do
was
you run
angry.
on a fake? It's a kickball.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
even
It
if
doesn't
he
even make sense.
even if he threw it, why would you run it? I mean, he was only throwing it to first. Like, what are you doing? It's just, it's so like he was obviously mad, and he was like screaming because he was
You're not
like
gonna talk about the fight?
he was about sportsmanship or something. They were upset, like you guys aren't good sports or anything.
So this is the story, and I'll do it the nice version. This man comes up to bat and he bunts, and we called him out like we do all bunters because why would you sign up to play a kickball game and have your whole team bunt it? Boring.
Yeah.
That's
It's
poor
lame.
sportsmanship, not playing the game. So we called him out on it, and he goes back to his dugout, and his team's talking to him, getting in his ears, saying how we called him out. So when we're leaving the field to go back to the dugout, he finds our team member who called him out on it and tries to fight him. Basically, he he says stuff like "That's not good sportsmanship. It's derogatory towards women," and the girls on our team are like, "Yeah, we're fine with it."
Yeah,
And
I I think like Michelle was playing catcher, and they were like, Now all them complaining makes me just want to butt on them." And she was like, "Yeah, I don't know why you would want to do that. Don't you want to hit the ball harder?" Like the guy that said that eventually got a base hit because he kicked the ball harder, and it was like, "Well, yeah, why would you want to bunt instead
why
of
wouldn't
doing
you just do
that?
that? Yeah.
Like, isn't that just not? Isn't that much more fun? Like hitting the ball hard."
I was gonna walk up to him when he got to third and be like, "Hey, could you imagine if you guys were kicking the whole time? We wouldn't be beating you by 10 runs."
Sometimes it just
Yeah, if
See
you
if he was
bunt
swinging.
in kickball, you're a pussy, and I have no respect for you as a man.
it's
And that's basically what we said to him from the outfield.
But again, it's just validation at its highest form. We're back after a slight championship hangover, back to 2-1-1. So really, we're like, we're
I would
getting back into
say
form.
last week best defensive game we've played. This week best offensive game
Best
we've
all
played.
around game we've played, I think, this week. This is the best game we've played this year because we scored
Yeah.
like 5 runs in the first inning. I don't think we've ever done that before. In this year, even the first one when we won the championship, I don't think we ever did that. So uh, it was good.
Well, congratulations, guys.
Thank you. We're about to win another
Thank
championship.
you.
Robbie also wanted me to wear a double XL shirt again. He was like,
It's
"Yo,
awesome.
bro,
It's fantastic.
he
It
thinks I'm
looks
like
great on him.
he thinks I'm like 300 pounds. I'm like, he's like, it's
I
definitely
think
gonna
he thinks
fit,
you're
bro.
a 90-year-old lady and you need more nightgowns
Yeah,
because that's what it looked like.
I was wearing a muumuu. I
Like
was like, what am I
you had a
doing?
sleep shirt.
I was wearing a hoodie and the shirt looked big over the hoodie. So it's just like, I was like, where are you trying to get at? Like, I'm getting
I really want to see you wear the championship shirt
I'm
because you
going
said
to
that looked
next
worse, right?
week. I'm going to next week, and I'm gonna fully have the sleeves all the way down, so it's like like the sleeves are going to my palms, so
Who's
it'll look
that
great.
for? Whose shirt is that for?
I don't know. Apparently
Lineman.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, what lineman is playing kickball? Who's that big? It's like You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna try out for the kickball team. You waddle down to first base.
God damn.
Listen here, Porkins. Get off my fucking field.
Are you fat shaming right now?
I'm fat shaming an imaginary person. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Well, I hope we see a bigger lad, a big unit next week.
I'll give him the shirt. Listen, you
Yeah,
fat
you guys
fuck.
could do a
Here's my
jersey
shirt.
swap.
Well, we need to do a jersey swap next week. I might ask somebody on the
That
team.
would be-
Be like, yo, you guys want to do jersey swap?
And then you give them the big ass T-shirt.
Yeah.
They're like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's like a carrot top ruse.
You got to take a picture in the shirt at kickball.
Yes, I will. I think hopefully Robbie will bring it, the double XL.
Hell yeah, big boy.
So like I was saying before we introed, I got Am I the Asshole
Yeah, this play the
topic.
segment song.
Okay.
Am I the asshole?
So this week, over the week, me and Michelle, we went to did a road trip to the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. And
You.
if you don't know, during the
Now
fall,
you
that's the
know.
first time I've ever done that during the foliage time, and I don't think I can never not do it again because it was fun. We had a cabin, and I worked a wood burning furnace, and that was exciting. I watched the Bears game with the furnace going. It was very comfortable. We did a lot of walking and stuff, but I rented a car, and this is the part. So if you've been to the Upper Peninsula in Michigan, you will find that it's not really even like there's no civilization for a lot of points in time. So if you find a gas station, you should get gas at a reasonable point, or else you might not find one in the next like 80 miles, and that might fuck you over. So we did a 4 mile drive or 4 hour drive to like the farther western point. We went from the east to the western point of the peninsula, and I was kind of running low on gas, but I wanted to get to do the hiking first. I saw a gas station on the way, and I was like, great, I'll just stop there. I think we have enough gas. So we parked to the place. Come to find out that wasn't the place we had to go to. And I had to drive like an extra like 15 miles to get to the place. So now I was getting pressed on gas or not. And I couldn't get any service. I didn't have my sense of direction after it. So didn't have any service up there. I couldn't map where the gas station is. Fortunately enough, I did remember the turns and stuff that I had to do. So we did get there, but there could have been an easy situation where I am a dumbass and didn't know where to go, and we could have ran out of gas in the middle of nowhere and probably get sliced by like Michael Myers or Jason somewhere in the middle of the Upper Peninsula. Michelle hated it. She's like, you should always just keep your gas tank at half a tank. I say, no. I mean, you want to pay for half a gas tank? No. No, but I just like to live on the edge. I think I'm the type of guy that says if I see it go at zero, I tell everybody, "Don't worry, we have a 25-mile reserve on this bad boy, so we have plenty under zero." So I've never actually broke down because of no gas on the road. I know my father has, so I have obviously his traits when it comes to this stuff. Very stubborn. But am I an asshole for not having my tank filled or not filling my tank at the right time or really living on the edge of empty?
Sometimes you need something exhilarating in life. Sometimes you get too stale and you got to keep it interesting. Sometimes you got to worry about if you're going to have to walk to a gas station and then you don't even have a gas can. So what the hell? How do you get the gas from the gas station to your
If I
car?
ever had to do that
Pocket.
up there, I would be terrified. That would have been the worst thing in the world.
You got any plastic bags behind the counter? I can just fill. Guy's walking bags of gas back to his car.
Jesus, this man smells awful.
No, I don't think you're an asshole. I think that's a very it's like the same thing. Whenever I put something together, I throw the instructions out immediately. What is this?
I
A
could see
table from
that.
IKEA? Well, I don't need these. I have a lot of extra parts, so if anybody's looking for extra parts, we got them.
You could basically make a second table.
It's all those little
Uh-huh.
wood screws. Who gives a fuck? Those aren't whole nuts
Who gives
but
a shit? I
IKEA
don't need
stuff.
that.
All right, so you guys don't think I'm an asshole then for not
I don't think
having
you're an
it?
asshole.
I think,
Like that's exciting. Like whenever you get your tank on empty, you're like, oh fuck, like
especially
this could be the day. This could be the day.
I think if you ran out of gas, then you'd be an asshole.
Well,
And
They
then
yeah.
were
made
very
her walk
close.
to the gas while you stayed with the car. Then you're the asshole.
And she's
All right,
walking down
honey,
the
I'm
road
gonna need
with
you
it.
to walk this way. Follow the North Star.
I just
You'll
turn
hit Canada
I
eventually.
just turned to her. I'm like, well, what are you waiting for? Let's get some gas here.
Then you're the asshole.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's just walking up with bags of
Yeah.
gas.
It's yeah, you guys are right. It's just like pulling a Kramer with the just trying out the car, driving it to empty. You just got to do it. You got to live life on the edge. Want to do it. We're hiking, so we might as well, break down in the middle of nowhere. That'd be fun too.
You might as well.
Also,
Might as well.
I might as well bring it up too. I sent it to you guys in our group text over the week as well. While I was in the Upper Peninsula, I ran into a beefaroo in the Marquette,
I don't
Michigan
think that's
area.
canon.
I don't I don't know if that's the same beefaroo as the ones in the Northwest Illinois. I hope it is because that gives beefaroo credit. Don't you want that to be a part of beefaroo, Devin? Like that it had a drive
My
through
thing
as
is,
well.
there's the 7 that I know. Okay, that's the only 7 I believe that are in existence. If this one is in the UP, then you're right. There are places that exist outside of space and time in the Upper Peninsula where you don't get signal, and this could be an alternate dimension version of a beefaroo that somehow slipped into our dimension,
Yeah.
which worries me. It terrifies me a little bit that this could be happening out there.
He only
You didn't go?
recognizes the original
The
7
original
beefaroos.
the original 7. You got a t-shirt that says that?
Mhm.
Original 7.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, did you go to the beefaroo?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Well, if I need to get validation, Devin said that it wasn't. I'm not gonna try and be. I'm not
I'm
gonna
gonna have
get
to
sick
call up
off of.
there and get this place accredited.
I'm not getting food poisoning over second-rate beefaroo. I think I might get it over first-rate. So I
I've
don't
never
know.
seen that mascot before either. Who's the guy? He's like, everybody recognizes this guy. I've never seen that beefaroo guy from the logo in my life.
I love how
Who is this?
I love how bold I was with that too. It's like everyone knows this guy. It's the mascot of beefaroo. It's like I've never even been there before in my life, and I act like I've lived on it.
That was really
Yeah,
funny.
duh.
That made me laugh.
It's Senor Beef.
See, sir, it's Mr. Beef, Aru.
You got a table
It's just
for
it's
Rue, a table for Mr. Rue.
it's just like a Chinese knockoff beefaroo. It's like the O's are zeros.
Got a lot of chicken fried rice here at Beefaroo.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was wild. I didn't believe that
Yeah, it was weird.
existed.
I saw it and I like had a double glance. I'm like, what in the? Because I was going like 65. I mean, we were on like a middle of nowhere road. I was like, oh shit! I was almost broke
Did
the
you pull
car
a
and did a
Yui?
U-turn.
Did you go full Smokey and the Bandit?
Yeah.
It just slammed on the brakes.
You went full Bandit. Did a Yui right in the middle.
Well, yeah, you took
Tons
a
of cars
picture of
around.
it, didn't you? How
Yeah.
did you take a picture
Did you
of it?
stop?
No, I took the picture of the website because I had to validate. Like I saw Peru and I knew the city I was in. I'm like, where? What the fuck is this? And it was there, and there was somebody in line at that Beefaroo in the car. So they must be at least making food
Living
still.
their best life.
Yes, yes.
We have to
I
make a
can't
road
believe it.
trip out to that beefaroo.
I
That'd be cool.
That'd be a fun
I'd be
one.
down.
That would be fun.
You do a road trip show.
Yeah, that is the
Me
move
and Nick
though.
have been in many a road trips.
You just do record an episode of the podcast just in the car.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we could play Urban Dictionary. Remember that game?
You mentioned it very briefly, but the Bears played on Thursday.
Yeah, that
We did.
was fun.
They
I've
played
come to
old 5 Downs Brady.
is he just I was talking
He's
to you
senile
about
now.
this too today as well. Like everyone's talking bad about how he didn't shake Foles' hand or whatever the hell after the game. Like, I'm sorry. We saw that whole game, like the second to third quarter, this guy just reaming out his whole offense, just on the bench, just talking shit, like get in the fucking zone. You guys aren't mentally into this game. And this guy loses track of fucking downs when the last time you need to fucking do that. Like at the last point you need to do that. So I would be, if I was him, sprinting into the locker room as well after the game because I'd be embarrassed to face my team after that. That's
That's
embarrassing.
why his post game press conference was so juicy. Like that was the like everybody was just sitting there waiting, like who's gonna ask him about the fourth down. And he's like, "What did he say? Something about execution?" Like,
Yeah.
no, dumbass, you just didn't know what down it was.
Yeah, it's just yeah. He needs to execute with his brain. Like do a Sudoku or something. Get your brain activated. Let's get. I think also Khalil Mack just getting to his head a lot. I mean
Oh my
that doesn't
god.
help either. I mean that guy was literally he was getting. I'll give him Wirf's credit in the first half. Did a pretty good job on Mack. And then he got really angry and he took him for a ride that second half. And that's a Khalil Mack. That might be arguably like one of his best performances I've seen him play in a Bears uniform since he's been here. He was all over the field that
Maybe
game. He was all
that
over the
first
field.
game as a Bear against the Packers,
Yeah.
that was definitely the best game I've
Nothing's
ever
ever
seen
gonna
him play.
beat that. Nothing's ever because I
I was
remember.
like, "There's no way you can ever beat it." That first half, I was like, "Dear God, he's not human."
Well, because I remember going into it, everybody's like, "Well, yeah, he hasn't really worked out that much, so he might be a little gassed for this game." He has like a strip fumble, touchdown, like, and
Interception
he's
for a touchdown.
yeah, like
Rodgers is getting ready to retire. Like,
I wish he
and then he
would
got
have.
gassed in the second half. And then he didn't play really
Yeah.
that much in the second.
Yeah.
But he
But
yeah
that first half, though.
yeah
But
never
that
forget.
first
But
half.
Khalil Mack had a pretty good game on Thursday. Nick Foles. Uh, can we talk about the offense or like what is our? I mean, very, very inconsistent. I mean, you can't be wrong with saying
Okay,
that,
so
right?
this is the point that I would just want to bring up right off the bat. So Nick Foles has only been the starting quarterback for in total like days, like 10 days. I mean, he took over in the Atlanta game, but he wasn't the number one with the starters, and then he
I
took over for the
that's
Colts
not an
game, and they sucked.
excuse. That's not an
And then
excuse.
they had 3 days of practice, maybe 2 days of practice leading into this game, and they didn't have an offseason, and they didn't have preseason
The
games.
whole point
So
of him being here is that he knows this offense. So I'm not using
true, but
that
you
as an
Well, it's
can't just like
also
excuse.
it's a timing and chemistry thing.
that's where they're off. The timing and chemistry
Yeah.
thing is he knows the offense. Like if you listen to him call audibles and stuff, like obviously he can read defenses and he knows
Well,
how to
that's
check stuff in the
yeah,
offense.
that's exactly what happened on both sides. I mean, that's why Tampa looks so kind of off on offense. And I
Yeah,
brought up,
absolutely. That and they were thrown to like scrubs off of the practice squad for
yeah,
receivers because OJ Howard's down and
be
Chris
honest
Godwin.
with me. If this team's fully healthy, like week 12, this Buccaneers team, and they had to play the Bears like week 12, like they the way the Bears played that game, the Bucks would win. Like I just think they got him at a great time. The Bears were very sloppy on off. And did you guys hear Nagy's press conference on Friday too?
Oh, he ripped into him.
Yeah, and it was like he's the equivalent when he's angry of Ned Flanders when his house gets blown down by a hurricane and he goes like you diddly ding dong crap. I've had it with you idiots and he just has a mental breakdown and he's basically like that. Nagy was like, these guys it's not an effort thing, but if you're going to be in this offense, you better freaking understand your details in this. So he's basically
That's a
I
good Nagy.
yeah, thank you. I'm getting the
That's a good one.
Pittsburgh down a little bit more. The more Pittsburgh I'm listening to. I don't listen to Pittsburghians, so I know what I'm talking about. But
Is he
uh,
from Maryland?
no, he's from Pittsburgh area or
Oh.
Western Pennsylvania. Um, but he was basically calling out, I think, the receivers. I mean, I can't say he's calling out Allen Robinson. I think he's calling out everybody else. I think that the Mooney play, the one where Foles missed him
He should
by
have
about 5 yards, but I think that's more on the receiver. I don't think he's running the right
he didn't
route
cut it
there.
right.
Yeah, I don't think he cut
Yeah,
it right.
that's
So
what
he's
he's saying in the press conference.
yeah,
He's like, if it's a 7 yard out, you can't take liberties and run a 7 yard, like a nine
yeah,
yard out. It's
and
got to be 7 yards.
he's definitely he's focusing on Mooney, but he know for sure for a fact it's basically on Miller because he
He
again had a
sucks.
game just whatever. He had a whatever game, and literally the only offensive production is Allen Robinson, and he's getting sick of it too. Nagy's getting really sick of it. And Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham's doing a lot too. And I'm
Jimmy
so
Graham,
glad
that
he's on
catch
this
was
team, man.
disgusting.
I am so glad he's on this team.
Great signing. I think Nick Foles is going to be the right signing.
Can we talk about
I
how
have a theory about why we shouldn't have signed Cam Newton, but I don't want to do that yet until we're done
Yeah,
covering the
don't
Bears
do it
stuff.
just yet. Don't do it just yet. You gotta wait at least
I'm gonna
5
save
more
it.
games. 5 more games. Uh, Jimmy Graham. Let's talk about how Aaron Rodgers doesn't know how to throw to Jimmy Graham. I don't know if how great of a quarterback he
He
is if he
never.
doesn't know how to use
Well,
him.
I want to say he never throws to tight ends, but he did just throw 3 touchdowns to his tight end last week.
I don't know why he wasn't able to connect with him. I get terrified to think like if this Jimmy Graham showed up for Green Bay like 2 years ago, like how good he would have been. But I'm glad we
Jimmy
have him
looked good.
now.
Good
Well,
sign.
also when he went to the Seahawks, they didn't really use him that well either.
I don't think that offense is really good with tight ends though. That's more so of like you have really good talent as your receiving core, and Russell's basically gonna like
You just let Russell run around the
yeah
backfield for 10 seconds, throw
yeah.
as far as he can.
They're looking for
That's the offense.
Yeah.
They're looking for blocking tight ends over whatever. Because that's why Greg Olson isn't doing well with them. Like I think Greg is like can still put up productive numbers. He just is in a situation where I don't think he's really getting that much attention. But
And he's old.
yeah, that too.
Yeah, that end he's old.
Yeah, that too, I guess. But yeah, I mean, the offense was inconsistent. I love the part when Foles was basically yelling at Nagy on the sideline to go hurry up, and then you see Mitch
That was cool.
coming into the camera, like looking like he's trying to be a part of it. Like, yeah,
Did
for
you hear
sure,
the story?
for sure. He's like just
Did you hear the
hurrying.
joke?
Yeah, for sure, dude, for sure.
They're like, Nick Foles is going off, and like he's telling him we gotta do all this, and Mitch comes over, he's like, "Hey guys, I got a new bike," and they're like, "Mitch, get the fuck out of here!" He's like, "Do you guys want to steal my bike?"
Hey,
So we're working.
he's let him.
Hey guys, I got.
Look what I can do. Look what I can do.
Kids will say that and then just like jump in the air and turn around. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck you wasting my time for, kid?
Coach,
Hate it.
coach, hey coach, coach, hey coach.
He's just tapping him
Hi.
on the shoulder.
What?
Hey. Big negative of the game though. Outside, not a little. I don't want to focus on like bad because they did win. I mean, Nick Foles did drive a lot, but their offensive line also didn't look that great.
Offensive line is. They didn't invest any money into the line.
Well, James Daniels is out for the year now with a torn pec, so they better find another person to fill that shit. Because
That guy that replaced him got smoked.
yeah, he was getting his little ass kicked within the first
got
seconds
smoked.
of the game. I'm like, well, this is terrible. Like he's gonna get murdered.
Yeah, for a team that's already struggling to run and pass protect, you can't be having backup linemen.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And again, I'm glad they came out with a win. I hope that this streak keeps going. They got to play Carolina next week, is it? Are they on bye?
Yeah. No, they got Carolina.
Carolina next week.
Carolina doesn't look as bad as like they won again today.
Let's talk.
That offense is going to be good.
I mean, Teddy's kind of feeling it a little bit. I think that he's gotten the connection with DJ Moore down, and
Robbie Anderson.
yeah, they got 2 burners on their team. That's always a scary thing. But the thing is, like that Falcons team sucks too, so I can't take that much thought into them. They're terrible, so they wouldn't be able to cover me down the field if I was running. So I couldn't imagine them covering Robbie Anderson. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I put some pads on me. I'm ready to run.
They also fired Dan Quinn. You see
Oh,
that?
when?
Today?
What time?
Yeah.
Halftime?
Yeah.
I don't know what fucking time. What?
Right after the kickoff. Right after the opening kickoff, they walked down there and like, sorry, man, you're out of here. He's like, it's a touchback. Nothing happened yet.
Were they on the Were they at home or on the road?
Oh, actually, well, it's saying here it's all but finalized.
Wait, were they on the road?
So they haven't
today.
He's still getting fired. I thought it was in
They're
Atlanta.
Damn.
No,
they're in the process of firing him. It was I'll tell you. I will tell you. It was in Atlanta.
Damn it! So it wasn't a tarmac firing. Fuck! Don't get on the plane firing. That would have been the best. No, don't get on. No, Dad, we're out of room. you will Uber it.
There's a spot right there.
That's the thing.
That's for the cooler.
Dude, that's the thing that sucks though. If you're that coach, like you still have to get out of it, Atlanta. So like, do you just stay at the airport and like?
Too.
Yeah, like let me come back on the plane. Just fire me after.
No, it's done. You're not hired here. We're not paying for your flights.
Like, just let me on the plane. Like, I'll just be in the cargo part. I don't care. I just don't make me buy another plane ticket. I'm already here. Or you just quit. You just stay in Atlanta and you buy a house there. That's where you live now.
Why?
You
That's
just
just
never
bringing
come
up bad.
back.
That's like
I don't know.
Tressman still living in
There's better
Chicago.
places to live.
Still, he'd be like,
Yeah, if it's on
I
a
don't
road,
know.
if it's on a road game and you fire me, I'm not,
Staying in
I'm
that
not
city.
flying back. I live here now. This is where I live.
That would be cool. You probably have enough money to do that, right?
Sure,
Yes.
you'll find something else.
Get a nice condo. Hey, aren't you Dan Quinn? You live in 3C now?
Yeah, it's like, aren't you
It's not even one of the
the
nice
coach of the
ones.
Falcons?
It's
Like,
not
no, I
even a nice
was the
one.
coach of the Falcons. I'm down
It's in a
bad.
studio.
You
Don't
just
you have a family? Yeah, I live here now.
I mean, honestly, Dan Quinn kind of does look like the middle-aged single guy that would live in a condo somewhere. So, I mean, it seems like it's par for the course for him.
yeah, he has one piece of furniture in the living room and it's a lawn chair and he just sits in that in front of the TV.
Yeah. Can we talk about probably the bigger, I think one of the bigger stories of this Sunday, which is my Raiders going to Arrowhead and beating Mahomes and the Chiefs.
That was terrifying.
Yeah,
You
it
gotta
was.
save that for the Halloween edition.
Thank
Can't
Yeah,
be
you.
was that
busting that out
Satan?
this early.
That was trying to be my like Chris Berman doing the Oakland Raiders.
That was
Well,
like
you
Chris
nailed it,
Berman if
bud.
Thank
he
you.
was
Thank you.
simultaneously having a
Thank you.
stroke.
Thank you. Thank you very much. But that was an impressive win. I can't believe the Raiders had that in them. Like that was amazing.
Yeah, they just looked good. I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell that was,
Well, I mean,
but they were
Sometimes they
good.
look good, and sometimes they don't look good.
I talked about it.
That's
Their
my
schedule's
observation.
really hard this past couple of weeks, so they definitely are not a team I would
I mean, it
sleep
didn't get
on.
any easier. They just played the Chiefs.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to play them again in another time later in the year. But I mean, it shows me that this team isn't going to be a pushover to good teams. Like they're going to be pretty good. They have a decent defense. They give up. I would say they might give up a little bit too many points for my liking right now. They need to kind of refine it a bit. But that off, I mean, Derek Carr, 4 touchdowns today. He's got some bombs
His
that
deep ball looked good.
Henry
Yeah.
Ruggs, that guy is a perfect deep ball catcher. Brent Musburger is the radio announcer for the Raiders. He was going nuts for that 70-yard touchdown. He was like, "Jackpot, baby!" And he was like screaming. It was great. The
Do you think he
Raiders
just
got
does
that
like a lot of
vibe.
Las Vegas puns?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. He lives
Blackjack,
in Vegas.
baby. That's 3 sevens, baby. Oh, we busted.
I think so. The Raiders they have a bye week next week, and then they play the Bucks and then the Browns.
That's hard.
So those are tough.
That's
And then
really
even
tough.
like after that, you get Chargers Broncos, which is not super tough, but like the Chargers are
Those are
feisty.
easy.
Broncos are
Yeah.
sometimes feisty.
I think the
But
Broncos
then you
Yeah.
go
suck
back to the
this year.
Chiefs.
Yeah, they don't.
The end the end is, I mean, you've got Falcons, Jets,
Yeah,
Colts, Chargers, Dolphins,
he's still. I mean, the Dolphins.
and then
Who
Broncos.
knows about the Dolphins? I mean, they looked
Dolphins put
amazing
up a lot of
today.
points
They
today.
looked amazing today.
They put up like 43, didn't they?
That was one
Yeah,
of those Ryan Fitzpatrick days. Like sometimes he just has a good day.
and that's also one of
I'm
those.
a Fitzpatrick fan.
The
I'm just
49ers
a
are
fan of the
the
guy.
49ers are absolutely shelled right now. They're not even the same. They're not even close to the same team they were last year. They're so injury ridden that it's. If I was a 49ers fan, I'd be so depressed. I'm like, what is the point of rooting right now? It's not
Would
even
that
our
be like
team.
if you took Hicks and Mack off of the defense and Eddie Jackson, like we would be shit. It would be a shit
Well,
defense.
what's happening to the 49ers is the exact same thing that happened to them, 2 years ago before they made it to the Super Bowl? They lost Garoppolo like week 2, and then they lose
Yeah.
everybody else, and they're terrible because of that. So they just had the worst luck possible.
I just like when they play CJ beat hard.
Beat Hart, CJ.
Yeah, he looked like a backup.
He is, yeah. Got it all over him.
Yeah, he's back up.
Written all over
Like
him.
I could see Nick Mullins maybe getting a starting job at some point because I mean, when you put him in, he's actually pretty good, but beat
Mullins was the
hard,
one who lost it. Mullins started it,
huh?
and then he got
Yeah,
benched
Mullins won
No, it
that
was
game.
Garoppolo.
Is it?
today.
Was it really?
Garoppolo started. Yeah, Garoppolo started the game, and then I think he threw 2
I'm
picks,
thinking about
and
last
then
week.
they took him out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking Delvin Cook.
Well, I still think Garoppolo's like hurt. I don't know. It's a weird situation.
Well, yeah, they said it was an ankle injury, and then he threw 2 picks, and I'm assuming Shanahan was like, "Fuck it, we're gonna lose this,
What? Yeah.
so let
What
me
is?
just not get him
Is
injured."
Jimmy not good?
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know,
I never
dude.
thought he was good. I mean, that team that made it to the Super Bowl was all based on defense in a running attack that we've
Running,
never
yeah.
seen in a modern game of football that was successful and is only going to probably be successful for 1 year. It's such a like a tacky offense in this day and age. It can't be. You can't be consistent with that offense.
I don't know. Like it's running the football's kind of in vogue, but the way that
It's
he does
timeless.
it, like he schemes it well.
You need.
Like there's
Yeah. You need the
and he's
talent.
got the athletes for it.
Yeah, that's all it is. You need the talent for it. And again,
Yeah,
they're kind of hurt though right now, and I don't think they're getting the
very hurt.
production that they usually see. But good for the
These guys
Dolphins.
hurt.
Uh, I hope that they continue to grow. Miami, we're Team Miami here at the relatively. At least Steve is.
Steve loves Miami.
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
Miami
you don't
boy.
really
Yeah.
strike me as a Miami boy.
I don't strike
He
myself
loves
as
that
that
sunlight.
either. Yeah, look at me. You tell by my skin. I love sun.
Never seen the sun. There is Tua ever gonna play?
Yeah, I
Probably
think
not.
Ryan
Next
Fitzpatrick is
year.
gonna. I think Fitzpatrick is gonna have a bad stretch coming up soon. I don't want to be a negative, but this is just him. He'll have a bad stretch of 3 or 4 games, and they'll be like, "Why? It's time now." He's got to play at least 1 start, 2 starts this year. I
I don't
still
know.
think there's a lot of
Mahomes didn't start
potential.
until week 17.
He was also injured too, so maybe they're afraid of that stuff too, or he was injured
Let him
last
sit
year.
for a year.
Yeah, he's learning from a guy that's a veteran. You guys, if you guys didn't know, he
He
went to
went to
Harvard.
Harvard.
Yeah. Oh, you did know.
Wow.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Wow.
I thought I was the only person that knew that. Yeah.
Fun
So
fact.
he went to Harvard. There's another Harvard grad that played in that game, Kyle Yursek or whatever the hell you say it, the fullback.
Used to.
Use check.
Yushek.
He's
Yeah,
good.
he's a
I like
Harvard
him.
grad too. So Ryan Fitzpatrick, chill out. You're not the only nerd in the league.
Chill out, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I like it. Do you think he's
Ravens.
the one who always tells people? Do you think he does like his post game?
No,
Like, hi, Ryan Fitzpatrick. I went to
No.
Harvard.
we talked about this. It's everyone else.
I
Yeah,
want him to go.
he just
I
like
want him to go hard the other way.
he has the beard, he has the jacket with the chest hair out and the gold chain and the sunglasses, and then everybody else is telling him he's from Harvard.
I just want to say, from my time at Harvard, I really learned how to throw the deep ball.
Yeah, who are you throwing to even?
Nobody.
To get up,
Well, where did McCaffrey go? Did he go to Stanford?
Stanford.
Yeah.
He's Stanford,
Another
right?
fucking nerd.
He is.
What we're talking about? Bengals.
Ravens
Baltimore?
Bengals.
Bengals, Ravens.
27 to 3. Not a
That's
good
how you thought it
showing.
was going to go.
I
Who
don't
thought it
know,
would be any
man.
different?
I mean, Joe Burrow has looked good. I don't know.
Yeah, but
3 is not. You would think more
that
than
defense
3.
is much better than the
He's a
defenses
rookie.
he's played.
He's a rookie quarterback with a team that has no real weapons outside of AJ Green and maybe Tyler Boyd sometimes. Like the curve is so like it's just a big curve, big learning curve for him right now. So I can't.
I don't know, man. Mixon looks okay. Tyler Boyd is good.
Yeah.
AJ Green is good.
T. Higgins will
They
be
got
good.
some pieces. T. Higgins seems solid.
But the thing is, like
He's a burner.
their line kind of stinks. I mean, that's a
Oh
problem.
yeah, it's terrible.
Like
It's awful.
yeah, I mean that's I mean you don't want he's doing a good job maneuvering too. He's not taking big hits because that's always the fear with the rookie, right? Taking big hits.
Yeah.
Seeing I call it the seeing ghost effect. Sam Darnold, baby. You don't want him. You don't want to get exposed like that too early in your career.
Yeah, I don't. This game didn't really tell us anything that we didn't already know.
Can I put a hot take out there about this?
No.
Just one.
I think that this probably has never been the case for a while. The AFC North might be the best division in football right now.
Mm,
That's
no.
it's not.
I mean, Pittsburgh looked
What would
amazing.
you say?
Pittsburgh looked pretty good today. Pittsburgh looked pretty good. I know Philadelphia is not
NFC
like
East.
not a great team, but I mean they looked pretty good. That defense is all right, and that offense is rolling with Roethlisberger, and they got that dude from Notre Dame who had 4 touchdowns today, and I think he's gonna be really nasty. Chase Claypool and the Browns. The Browns are sick.
And hot plate. Yeah.
So that's
I
On the kick drum.
that's three.
Come. On the kick drum.
That's
And Phil. On the kick drum.
AFC West,
I
or I'm sorry, NFC West.
the Niners aren't the same team as they were last year.
Yeah, the Rams are okay.
Yeah,
Seahawks.
yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, the Seahawks are pretty
I
good.
probably give it to the AFC over the end. I think the Seahawks are the best. I think if the 49ers were healthy, then it would be a different.
You like the AFC North though, Devin? You think they're the best division in the league? What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, Pittsburgh looks good. Ravens look good.
And the Browns look good. That's what's
Browns do
getting
look
them over
good.
the top. Those are 3 winning teams that
The
I mean,
Bengals are a bottom feeder, but
yeah. I look at that Browns game today. They played a great. That was like their real test because that I look at the Colts as like that's the best team in the South. I thought they looked pretty good and they fought back to win that game. That's some
yeah, AFC South isn't good. The NFC South, I'd probably put them maybe in second.
yeah. The AFC South's
Saints.
very on and off. I like the Colts.
Saints, Bucks.
The Bucks. I don't know that the Bucks are good yet. I think they probably end up being good, but I don't know that they're good yet.
They do have so if the Colts have statistically the best defense, I think the Bucks technically have the second.
Oh,
Yeah, they got a very good defense.
well, that's why it was amazing what the Bears were exploiting them on Thursday. They're doing all the screen passes because all the Bucks do is legit blitz all the time.
No, I hate that. Every time they throw it to a receiver at the line of scrimmage, it's my least favorite thing to
Well,
watch on TV.
those are bad. I liked when they did like the delay screens.
I
So
hate it.
they did the
Yeah,
delay
the
screens
screens are okay.
no, delayed screens, not just screens.
Every time
Delayed.
he snaps it and turns to the right and throws it to a receiver who gets tackled at the line of scrimmage, I don't understand that play, and I'll never understand.
Can we also
It
have
never works.
Can we also have them stop doing Allen Robinson over the shoulder catches? That shit has never worked all year. They don't know how to throw it over the shoulder, and every time that happens, like for some reason, Robinson like has this weird thing where he's tipping the ball like 3 to 4 times, and it eventually gets like picked off because he's kept the ball in the air too much. It's just weird.
Yeah, it was tough. It was a comeback route, right? Or back
Yeah.
shoulder.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
I forgot to bring it up when we were talking about the Bears. Nick Foles throws one of the best defensive pass interference footballs of all time. He really knows how
yeah.
to. He's got that down to perfection. Ducking it enough to where he underthrows the receiver so much that he has to go back for the ball, and the DB can't do anything about it. He literally, all you can do is run into the guy because he stops. So
It
There's
works.
value in that.
there
I mean,
is
it
a
works.
ton of value in that. So yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of other shitty team, you could probably just run through these other quick ones. The Jets got blown out by the Cardinals by 20.
This was a boring week of
I don't know if
football, wasn't it?
I don't know if the Cardinals are for real or not. Like, you should be beating the Jets by 20.
Yeah, the Jets are for real, going winless. They're a for real winless team, so that's pretty sick.
So are the Giants.
Yeah,
There's a lot of shitty teams.
dude, that
Like, a
sucks
lot
for
of
them.
shitty teams.
That sucks for the Cowboys, dude. That Prescott injury is that. I think it sucks obviously more for Dak because I mean I didn't know
And he didn't get paid. Like, he's still in
yeah.
the franchise.
that sucks.
I think
man.
I think he's still gonna get paid.
That his foot went left when it should have not gone that way, dude. Like it was bad.
Yeah, but like it's not like you can't come back from that.
What do you think Skip's gonna
No, if
say
I
tomorrow?
just checked, you can't.
What do you think Skip's
Oh,
gonna
shit.
say? Like Dak, I remember when I stubbed my toe playing tennis. You better Better suck it up and get your booty out there.
Booty.
Yeah,
I don't think that's what he sounds like.
Yeah, he
Talking
says
about his
booty a
booty.
lot. He talks about booty a lot.
yeah,
You
he
haven't seen
does.
her
Big
lately,
booty
have you?
guy.
He's talking about Ernestine's booty. He's like, oh, Ernestine.
What a name.
Ernestine.
Here's my baby, my sweet baby daughter Ernestine.
Yeah, they met in the 1930s, the Depression. They met through
Well, he really likes those
nomadic
Ernest movies.
movings.
And he had we really liked all the
Yeah.
Ernest movies.
Another shitty team, Rams. Washington football team, another 30-10 game.
Oh my
Sure.
God,
Alex
that's not even the
Smith, though,
story. Yeah, that's not
leading
the
story. Alex Smith back on the field, like I told you.
Like, am I the
Take
Why?
that team
Why is he
to
doing
the
that?
championship.
And then he got sacked like the third play he was in. I was like, good Lord, get him the fuck out, please, for the
He got
love of
sacked
God.
6 times.
Yeah.
6 times he went down. He only played for like 2
I'll-
minutes.
Look at the bright side. At least his legs can handle getting sacked, so that's good. I feel like I'm the only person that is worried about Alex Smith's safety, and I should be the person that should be least
Nah, I'm not
concerned
worried.
about it. Yeah,
He's gonna be great.
The least.
the
You
least.
should be the least concerned.
I don't know him. I'm not related to Alex Smith. I think his wife doesn't give a fuck. Like, she's just like,
Well,
let
that
him
was
play.
that video, the video where he was with his family when he got cleared to play, and his leg looks like a bendy straw. Like, what? Why are we letting this guy play football?
And they're all celebrating. This guy, that you
Yeah.
should be
I like
mourning.
Alex Smith a lot, though. I
Yeah,
was
like,
watching him play.
give him a coaching job, bro. Keep
No,
somebody
let him
think of this
play.
guy's safety.
I wish the Bears could have traded for him instead of Foles.
No.
Yeah, that's the formula.
I'm like, they just signed a guy that almost died last year. What the fuck?
You get Alex Smith, you let him play for most of the year, you draft a quarterback next year, then you have Patrick Mahomes. That's the formula. I've done the numbers. I've crunched them.
Well, no, we tried something like that, and we ended up with Mitch Trubisky.
No, yeah, but you didn't have Alex Smith. You had Mike Glennon. They're going to draft a quarterback in the first round. I would bet you all of the money.
I don't know who.
No, they'll do like a
I will
third
bet
round.
you. I'll bet you $1 million monies.
I don't trust freaking Ryan Pace getting another quarterback.
But
I don't want
Nagy's
to
going to draft a quarterback, not Pace.
I don't know if I trust him any either.
You do? Yes, you should, because you should see all the scouting reports on the quarterbacks that came out that year.
All right.
He didn't want to draft Mitch.
Tell him to email him to me. I'll take a look
He
at
said
him. I'll get back.
Mahomes was a generational talent, and he liked Watson.
Wow.
After the fact.
No, this is before.
John Fox said the same exact thing too. So I think everybody
John
can
Fox
say
is
it.
a shit coach.
Oh well. Apparently he liked Deshaun Watson. So
Apparently.
What's his name from the Colts said he had a first round grade on Tom Brady?
Polian.
This is like you had, Bill Polian. Like you're completely full of shit because you could have had him for 5 rounds before that.
I had a first round
already
grade
had
for him.
Peyton.
2002. You know, he's already won a Super Bowl and everything. He's
I like
pretty
Bill
good.
Polian too.
Yeah, I'd hire him as my GM, Bill Polian.
Hell yeah, man. Those Colts teams were always good.
Well, maybe not off the field. Then like Marvin Harrison like murder a guy or something.
Allegedly.
Hey, he was great on the field. Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I don't care. I only care about on the field.
Scouting report, he's killing it. And on the field, he's pretty good too.
A little off subject of football. Can we just talk about how like fucking stupid baseball is, putting their ALCS against Sunday Night Football and Game 6 of the NBA Finals? Like anybody's gonna fucking watch that game. Like you could have easily just played it tomorrow, and you would have had more people watching. Like baseball people are just so fucking stupid. Like why do you make these mistakes every year? Every year, don't you want people to watch?
No, you don't understand. They don't want people to watch.
No, too many people. That means too many opinions, and I can't handle that.
Less people. We're putting it on at 6 o'clock in the morning.
That way, guys, if we mess up, then not a lot of people will know about it.
Game 7
Yeah.
of the World Series is going to be on a Wednesday afternoon at 1 p.m. start time. Like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like during the presidential debates.
Texans Jaguars. Texans got
Romeo
to win.
Crennel.
Romeo, baby. Romeo's reign over the Houston Texans, baby. I love it. Everyone respects Romeo Crennel. He's going to do
I didn't
great,
know the
I
locker
think.
room hated O'Brien so much. Like they're
How
all coming out and
Well,
talking shit
they
how
about
knew
him
he's a
now.
big fucking idiot.
how can you not think
Like
that? That
I
guy
don't
looked
know.
like a goober. Are you kidding me? He's
They
looks
were good for a while.
In spite of him,
yeah,
Hey, results are results, baby.
what are the results? They
he
like won
he
one playoff
he
game.
traded their best player.
So do the Raiders.
Yeah, but
Touche.
at least like the Raiders are like the right things with their draft picks and shit. Like they kind of built with like what they traded.
Did they get any draft picks for Hopkins, or did they just get David Johnson?
Yeah, no, they got David
Uh,
Johnson in like a 4th round pick. Like they're fucking stupid.
That's awful. That's
Like
really
they're
bad.
dumb.
That's really bad.
no, Bill O'Brien's dumb.
Yeah, very.
Well, they're dumb for enabling him, but they got to win. So there's that.
You gotta enable Romeo. You gotta let him run the team. I think that they're about to go hot on a hot streak, and I hope that Romeo Corneli's feeling the vibes. I hope he calls his old friend Charlie Weiss and tells his little fupa ass to come down here and run some offense with us.
There's not a chance that he's just an interim coach. He's not getting the full-time gig.
I'm getting my staff in here. He like runs in tomorrow. He's like, all right, I'm feeling comfortable. We're bringing in everybody.
He's like completely redoing the office.
All right, we're gonna bring Charlie Weiss, Eric Mangini. We have Steve Spagnola. We're getting everybody in here.
Son of a bitch, I'm in. We're getting the boys back together.
The owner walks into the room like, "What the hell? What happened?" I said that you could run the team for like 3 weeks. What is this? You repainted all new furniture. All your friends are here.
The jerseys are different. These are we didn't pay for these. Where did you get these?
These are oil. How'd you get the Oilers jerseys?
These are in storage. Where did you find these?
The dust off the old jerseys.
Yeah, that AFC South sucks though. There's not many good teams. The Colts. That's a Colts divisional lose, unless the Titans wanna
I don't
like.
know, the Titans maybe.
I don't know about them. Like I just think they're kind of
Oh,
fraudish. Um, Tannehill's eventually going to have to start going a little bit downhill, right? Like he's going to have to regress a little bit. He can't be this good always.
I don't know. I think his problem before was just the Dolphins were a dumpster fire at that point.
Yeah, true. It's just a lot. I know Derrick Henry has to have a good game like every game for them to be successful at offense. It's hard to do when you're all preparing for him and you load up the box on him. And I know Jonnu Smith is good, but
Yeah,
I don't know. Like
that
I don't know.
he looks like one of the fastest tight ends I've ever seen.
I just like that.
He's running out there like a wide receiver.
Yeah, really, for real. That's why I like that Colts team though. That's why I was amazed that they lost today to Cleveland. It was a good game. Like both teams played pretty well, but it's like that was a classic way of Philip Rivers losing, and that reminds me that Philip Rivers is on this team, and it's always
Yeah,
going to be kind of
I mean,
maybe a
he didn't
crapshoot.
look that good against the Bears.
Yeah, I know. Jonathan Taylor looked amazing. I mean, he was a good game
Yeah.
manager, but I mean, their line is like the best offensive line in football, the Colts. So that's always going to be a good thing, obviously. I mean, hot take, good offensive line is good.
settle down. I can't ever take a Philip Rivers led team seriously.
Yeah, I know. That's the killer. Because I like their defense is amazing. Their line is good. Their
Yeah.
running game's good. They just got a guy that I don't know. He could be suspect. Their receiver talents are okay. Like Ty is obviously great, but I don't know who else they have around them as a receiving core. So maybe that's the fault. But if you're running the way they run, who cares?
Well, you don't care until you're down 2 scores in the fourth quarter.
That's the
Like,
Ravens effect, right? Like that's
yeah.
you gotta be able to pass at some points.
Yeah, I don't trust. I mean, I didn't trust him 10 years ago. I certainly don't trust him at, 36? Something like that.
With 50 kids,
So many
so
kids.
much fucking happening.
A lot of fucking in the Rivers
Oh, they
household. Well,
fucking.
at one point.
Oh,
Oh,
them?
who them? Oh, them?
Oh, they fucking.
They fucking Steelers Eagles 38-29. Steelers
That was a good game.
are a wagon. Yeah.
Uh yeah, Steelers are a wagon. We talked a little bit earlier about it. I think Philly's really hurt as well. I think
Yeah,
they're still the
always.
best. I think they're obviously the best team still in that division. They better be better than the Cowboys. I mean their defense when they get healthy again, they're pretty good. I think Carson Wentz looked okay. He looked terrible in the beginning, but he got better as the game went on. Still like yeah, I it's still I don't know. I'm so up in the air with that team.
They're not in first place anymore.
No,
So it's tough.
hard to
I think
do
the
that.
Steelers are really good. The Eagles, they're
Steelers are
just
good.
always hurt.
Yeah.
So, but like
Yeah.
if you're hurt every year, then that's just kind of who you are, I guess.
I don't think Wentz looked bad today either.
No,
Like
I
I
don't.
think he had an okay game for who he's throwing to.
Miles Sanders is really good. That's a thing that
Yeah,
they
he
can
is.
rest on. He's really freaking good. And
Love that guy.
yeah, I mean, if their defense wasn't shelled like they are, it could be a different game, but it's not. And Pittsburgh, they got Ben's back, and he looks as good as he's looked in a while. It's kind of surprising how good Roethlisberger looks. It's like a reawakening. He lost 50 pounds from the 100 pounds that he gained last year when he sat out, and he put on some more mass. He's looking pretty lean. He's looking pretty muscular. He's making some good throws to some good guys. And like I said, that Claypool kid looks like he's going to be amazing for this team. They
Well,
got another
all the Steelers do is they just draft Hall of Fame wide receivers.
dynamic
That's all they do.
dynamic receivers that have speed and they look like they
Like
do speed.
who's in charge of scouting for wide receivers, like specifically? Like hire that guy.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's got to be lineage of some sort.
They've passed it down from generation to generation.
Something like
Your
that.
father picked the greatest receivers. Your father's fathers picked the greatest receivers.
Well, yeah, it's the
Now,
Steelers. You
Billy,
get a
it's your
job for
turn.
life.
Wait, is Morgan Freeman the wide receivers coach? What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they do whatever he says because of his voice. His good voice. I think. Was there any other games that from the earlier ones?
I
No.
don't
The
know.
Giants boys. I mean, we kind of talked about that already,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's more so sucks for Dak. He'll still make some money.
Hashtag sucks
But-
for Dak.
Andy Dalton, like, I guess we're doing that then.
There's a lot
Put
worse
him in.
backups there can be. You can have a lot worse.
I'm surprised Romo didn't suit up and head down to the field at halftime.
Fuck
Guys,
that.
he's
He's
back.
making $20 million.
So much. I mean,
Yeah.
he'd still call the game, but he'd just be on the field.
They just got the mic the whole time. He's just calling it
Yeah.
out during the plays. You could do
Do you want to
predictions.
do picks? Yeah, you want to do picks for Monday, Tuesday?
Oh man.
So Monday, Chargers Saints. Who you got?
We got to bet the line on that one because the Saints are going to win for sure.
What is the line? Let's see.
Saints by 7.
Yeah, I'm probably still taking the Saints.
Yeah, just they get Herbert might be all right. He's learning too, but I just think that they're asking too much out of him, and that offense
I
depends
think
a lot
Michael
on
Thomas
passing.
is back too.
Yeah,
No.
not?
Michael Thomas is not playing because he got into an altercation with a teammate and they punished him by not playing him
Wow.
tomorrow.
What a great punishment! They're
awesome.
really going to learn their lesson losing because of that. How smart!
Take a day
Yeah,
off.
but the thing is for him, so I think a lot of those contracts are based on like your stat lines at the end of the year, right? So if you take another game off of his stat line, like he loses out on a lot of money.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. Oh
Idiot.
shit! Kirk Cousins! Oh! Sorry guys, he just got murdered. Sorry, Nick. Kirk Cousins just got leveled. He tried to
Hashtag sorry, Nick.
he broke out of a tackle. He was looking like Kirk Vick. He's juking people.
Oh my god, I'm like a play behind that, I think.
Yeah, that was it. They're gonna
Bullshit.
um
There's not even a line for the Tuesday game.
Because they don't think it's gonna play like
what's the Tuesday game? Is it the Patriots?
So
Titans and Bills.
Bills Titans.
The Titans
No,
and
they're
Bills.
yeah, so Titans and Bills are supposed to play Tuesday. Patriots Broncos is actually supposed to play next Sunday.
I
They
thought
just moved it back.
oh yeah, that happened today, didn't they move it back today?
Yeah.
It's very
I just want to
confusing.
watch my Bills.
Yeah, I think that didn't the Tennessee say they're pretty sure they're gonna play? That like they had most things in control.
I kind of want to take the Bills just because the Titans haven't been able to practice for 2 weeks, right?
No,
Like,
they've
hasn't the
been in
facilities been closed?
No, they got back in. That's why they're saying it might happen. Like they got back in like on Tuesday. So because they've been out of there for about a week and a half now. So or they were out of there for a week and a half and now because they wouldn't be able to let them play if they didn't have any time to practice. That'd be so unfair.
Fuck it, that's what they get for
You
not
get the
following the
Rona,
rules.
you don't practice. Yeah,
Yeah. You're lucky we're letting you play at all. We might just make you forfeit.
Yeah.
you're done for the year. You're out.
I just want to watch my Bills win.
I think I will take the Bills on that one.
Oh, you're dying? Oh, you're dying from coronavirus? Well, your position on this team is dying too. You're cut.
You get the Rona,
Oh,
don't
you're
even bother showing
dying?
up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're struggling to breathe? Well, you're struggling to make this roster with your bullshit.
You're out of here, Buster.
You are out of here.
So are we just going to get to a point where we're having a football game every single day because they just have to keep rescheduling
Yeah,
shit?
NFL's actually like down for this. They're like, oh fuck yeah, this is our dreams come true. We're gonna have a Tuesday night, a Wednesday night. We're gonna be competing against MAC football.
That's not much competition.
That'd be cool though. I mean, if you go home and you watch a football game every day of the week.
Poor baseball. They're getting fucked this year. They're like, God damn it. I thought we could get rid of them on Tuesdays.
Well, they don't care if they're starting game
Yeah,
1 on Sunday.
yeah,
Yeah, they don't
obviously.
give a shit.
Idiots.
They
Idiots.
haven't given a shit since 1987.
I mean, what happens if the Astros win this year?
Doesn't count.
Do you still boo? Like, they did it without
Yeah.
cheating this time. Unless we figure out
How do you
another way
know
that
that?
they've cheated.
Yeah.
They suck so much. Like Correa, he's really become the most hated person in baseball in my opinion. The way that he's acting, like he's like, you guys doubted us, and now look at where we're at. I'm like, nobody's doubting you. We're just like stating the fact that you guys are fucking cheaters, and like this isn't like a good story to root for. Like you're not a comeback story. Like fuck you. Quit acting like you guys are like some sort of like hero story right now.
I still think the Dodgers are gonna win.
Uh,
I'm rooting for Braves Rays, man. I'm sick of the fucking Astros, fucking Dodgers shit. That's why I was so happy when the Yankees lost on Friday. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that's awesome. That makes me
yeah.
happy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad for them. Good
especially
for us. I
especially
like the Braves.
yeah, I do too. I mean,
I
they were
like the Braves
undefeated.
too. I just think the Dodgers are really good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but
the
like they've
Braves do
been
have
really
good
good the
pitching.
past like 8 years. They just
Yeah,
can't win.
Yeah, they're just not good in the series that matters.
I'm at the point now where I kind of just want to see Clayton Kershaw get one. It's like how I was with Ovechkin winning when the Caps won. Like
Yeah.
you're just kind of like, okay, you're happy for the guy to just finally get the win.
I like Kershaw.
I do too. There's that thing about the Dodgers. There's not really anybody that I would hate on that team. That's why I don't even hate that team. Like they seem all likable. They seem like they're decent guys, and I kind of want to. The only reason I'd want to see a Dodgers Astros World Series is that the Dodgers can like beat their ass because they deserve
Yeah.
that opportunity to try to get after them again. That's the only reason why I want to see it. But outside of that, I'd rather see the Rays and the Braves play. Just to have something new and fresh.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Be worth watching.
Braves are good though. They're really fucking good, man. Like Acuna is a stud.
Do you want to talk about the NBA Finals game right now?
Or the one it's going on during. Well, when this comes out, it'll be over hopefully, unless it goes like 20
You want to
overtime, 50
you want to crown
overtime.
them, crown their ass. They're up 64-36.
Oh,
Yeah,
god damn
it's
it.
basically over. Didn't want to say it. Who knows? Maybe Tyler Harrow goes off. But I mean, what do you expect? I mean, the once the Clippers were out, and once like the Bucks were out so early, like it was the Lakers championship to lose.
I mean, anytime you hear
Yeah.
that your best player left it all out there and is physically and emotionally drained, like, and he's the only reason you won the 2 games that you won, doesn't bode well for the next game.
Sucks. It really
Yeah,
does.
I could kind of see that coming. It would either be one of those things where like the Heat would win a close game or the Lakers would just blow them out.
Yeah.
It
It's
looks like a blowout.
Yeah, I mean
Doesn't count though.
This Lakers team is just really good. And people that think that Anthony Davis is leaving LA are stupid. I mean, he's not
Maybe
going anywhere. He's not
he could
Why
go to the
would he
Bulls.
go? No, he's not going to the Bulls. I'm not letting you guys
Hometown
think
kid,
that. I'm not letting you guys
hometown
think this
kid.
because
He's got Billy
this
Donovan.
is how the
We got a
city
new
gets
GM.
depressed. This is how the city gets to depression. They're like, "Oh
Could
boy,
happen.
who's the latest
He's
best
on the
free
short
agent
list.
that's not coming to Chicago? Oh, it's Anthony
Remember
Davis."
remember when
Anthony
we were
Davis
going to
on the short
get
list.
LeBron James and then worst case scenario we'd get Carmelo Anthony and then what we actually got was Carlos Boozer.
Boozy boozy.
We got Booth, so we pretty
I'll
Hollywood.
go even farther back. Remember when Kobe Bryant, rest his soul, wanted to get traded to the Bulls when he was on the Lakers because he hated Phil Jackson and Shaq, and the Bulls wouldn't trade. Who was it? Luol fucking Deng. They're like, nah, man. This is like 2006 too. So Kobe has like at least 8 more years of good basketball in him. Nah, man. Luol Deng's too important to trade for Kobe fucking Bryant. God, I hate
Yeah,
this
that
team.
checks out.
Why are we talking about this? Why did you bring this up? God damn it! Remember when they were supposed to get Kevin Garnett? That didn't happen. Remember we were supposed to get Amari Stoudemire? That didn't happen.
We're getting AD. I'm getting a jersey now.
I hate you. I hate you. This is making my blood boil talking about this shit.
He's signing with the Bulls. Mark it down. Mark it in 8.
Oh, fuck, man.
Who else is gonna be a free agent this year?
That's a good question. This is a year that the Bulls
Let's
should really
see.
figure that out, right?
Well, like I really trust the GM right now. So whoever he does get.
I also forgot to bring up when we were talking about Jimmy Butler being on the Bulls. I also think if he was on the Bulls right now, he would like go after guys like Lowry Markkinen and Zach Levine and
Oh,
call
he'd
them
run those
punks.
guys out of the
Oh,
gym.
he would
Yeah.
he would tear Laurie a new one. I think he wouldn't be able to handle him. He would be like a Carl Anthony Towns.
I don't know. I was listening to some radio, like sports radio, on my way home last night, and I don't know who the analyst was, but he's like, Jimmy Butler is a dog, and if you put Jimmy Butler in a room with cats, they're gonna fight like dogs and cats. He's like, Carl Anthony Towns and Wiggins are first, like #1 overall pick their whole life. Everybody's told these guys they're the best thing that has ever happened to basketball, and Jimmy was like the 30th pick, so he's like outworking everybody.
Jimmy Butler was fucking homeless. I mean, he is a
But if you put
fucking
him on a team with dogs, like in Miami, where like none of those guys think that they're that good. They're
Ji-
just been in the league forever and they work their ass off. Like it's a good team.
Jimmy Butler is friends with Mark Wahlberg, so he's a goddamn stud.
That's all you need to know.
Hey, yo,
That's it.
Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. Yo. Come on, bro. Come on, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy, say hello to your mother for me.
Hey, Jimmy, how you doing?
Hey, Jimmy, how's your mother?
So free agents. Number one, Anthony Davis. So we already know he's going to the Bulls.
Already going to the Bulls.
Perfect.
Number two, Brandon Ingram. He's restricted.
We don't want him.
Number three.
Such a drop off, man. Fuck.
I mean, Brandon Ingram's good.
He is.
He is good. He is
He's
good.
not Anthony Davis.
Well, yeah, no fucking shit, dude. Anthony Davis is like a top 3 player in basketball. What do you want?
I want
He's like
him,
the
Nick.
fourth player's not available.
Oh yeah, Brandon Ingram, good. He's just not Jesus.
Number 3,
We don't
Alex
want him.
Caruso.
Pass.
No,
Number
actually
4,
3
David Caruso.
is 3 is DeMar DeRozan's got a player option.
Oh, that'd be a perfect guy for the Bulls to sign.
That's somebody.
Yeah, that's the
that's
Bulls
somebody the
guy.
Bulls will definitely sign.
Bulls
Yep.
guy.
He's gonna be on the Bulls. We'll pass on Anthony Davis and get DeRozan.
Like, hey, he was number 3 he's on the same list as Anthony Davis.
Everybody gets high fives in that front office.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Fred VanVleet's number 4.
He's
Which
a
he's pretty
hometown
good.
guy.
So you're saying
He
basically
went to high school in Rockford.
Yeah, that's a Rockford guy.
He's been a Beefaroo.
Well, if he's on the Bulls, we're gonna have to try to find a way to interview him so we can talk about Beefaroo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just
I'll put
only
a word
ask
in my
about
contacts.
Beefaroo.
I'll see who I know.
Yeah. Montrezl Harrell,
He's actually
unrestricted.
pretty good. He's a bully.
I agree.
They need somebody down low that can like try to play some good defense.
Play.
Yeah, that's a perfect signing for the Bulls, honestly.
Gordon Hayward's got a player option. I would assume he's taking that player option because it's like $30 or $35 million.
He's
gonna make a lot of money.
Who's paying Gordon Hayward that much money though? Like, let's be honest.
The Celtics, because they're gonna have to.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. That's not
how that
good
works.
for them.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, restricted free agent. Goran Dragic is an unrestricted free agent. Davis Bertans and Danilo Gallinari. I don't hate Danilo. Just have a shooter.
That's Nick's guy. Yeah, that's Nick's favorite guy.
I'm a big Danilo Gallinari fan.
So you're
as long as I've known you, and this is a long time, you've always loved Danilo.
So what you're basically saying is like AD, and then like it's still. I know that you say Brandon Ingram's a good player, but it's still a pretty big step down. So if you don't let,
well, yes, dude, yes.
So if you don't let AD, then you're really, God damn it.
Yeah, so we're fine because that's who we're gonna get. Obviously.
Yeah, you heard him. He already said it.
Fuck, I hate you
Then
guys.
we win all the championships.
Yeah, he's coming.
I don't want.
Hey, do you know where he's from?
Where?
Chicago.
Oh,
Chicago.
So
then we get Rose back.
Do you know who hates? Oh God, I hope he comes back so like everyone can be like, he's the greatest alive. He's the greatest basketball player ever breathe. Derrick Rose.
Derrick, when we ran you out of town, and then now we want you back. Now you got knees again.
Yeah, he doesn't deserve to be put back in Chicago. He doesn't deserve that type of shit. He deserves a better place.
Give me Fred VanVleet. I fucked that up. And Danilo Gallinari.
That's who we'll get.
Give me Fred VanVleet, and then he's going to San Jose with a load. And I don't know what's in it, but
give me Farman VanVleet. And a Carhartt jacket, and we're gonna be fucking golden.
Damn, I feel so bad for Jimmy. He's gonna lose.
A lot.
But like he's his coffee company is taking off. So that's good.
That's good. You think that's what you're gonna tell him after the game? Hey bud, so the coffee's doing real good.
So this motherfucker was literally going around the bubble being like, yeah, I want some coffee. I'm making that shit. I got
Bro,
beef.
$20 a cup. It was $20 a cup.
God, just the money these motherfuckers got, man. $20 a cup. That's like a blue thing.
That
Like, how much are bananas?
How much could rent possibly be? $10? Yeah, they don't. They have no idea, no concept of money anymore. They're like, yeah, $20. Okay, I give you one piece of paper, I get coffee. That sounds about right.
Don't see a problem here.
Can I do a new segment on the show? I want to introduce a new segment.
Introduce it. Tell me the plot.
I
So this
dare
new
you.
segment is weird shit I heard in the park.
Oh boy.
So
No,
I got
Oh, wait. How many of these things do you think we're gonna actually do? This is a
now
recurring.
I got my ears perked.
how many segments do we do recurring as it is?
That's a good
We just do the
point.
"Are you the asshole" one. We haven't done bullshit or no
Well,
bullshit since like the third show. Get off my case. I'm trying to add content.
all right. What'd you hear in the park?
So the backstory is I got to kickball way too early today because I didn't want to pay for parking. So I got there like 45 minutes too early for the game. But it's at Lincoln
Wow.
Park. So I sat down in the park, had some beers in my bag. So I was kind of people watching. Story I did not know about is apparently there are a pack of orca whales that are attacking boats in Spain.
Oh shit. Really?
So there's a bunch of
What?
videos online of these whales just ramming into boats. They said it's like revenge attacks. I don't know if they just saw that movie Blackfish or what, but these whales are pissed.
You see the
So there's just
video?
two people talking about whales in the park.
I thought it was interesting,
Wait, did you see
and
the
now I'm doing
video?
a lot of research on it. I haven't pulled up. I don't want to play them yet because I don't want it to ruin the audio, but there's a lot of them.
I love going down a rabbit hole of random animal encounters. Like I just watched one with a giant squid taking a surfboard and wrapping its tentacles around a surfboard. Pretty fucking terrifying. Everybody's laughing in the video. I'm like, this squid's about to drag this man to the ocean. I don't know why you all are laughing.
This is hilarious. The guy's just drowning.
Like he's adorable as he's being taken to the bottom of the ocean. Let's see.
Oh,
I'm
Nick's
pulling
looking.
up the video.
Yeah, let me do it on my phone. 'Cause then I don't.
This is
I can
great.
Okay,
This is
so I'm
great
just gonna.
radio.
Okay, so
Great
great
radio.
radio. There's whales,
Describe it.
and they're swimming near the boat. Oh, looks like he's chasing that boat.
All right.
And there's a guy talking, and he's got a mask on, which is good.
All right. I think I got the
And
video. Let me pull up the audio. All right. We're on the boat. We got everybody on the poop deck. We got some orcas following us. Oh shit, they're tipping it. Get on port. Put them on starboard. Oh shit, they hit these fucking orcas. Fuck. Wow, that's a terrifying
that was
video.
That's good, man.
great
That
audio
was great.
quality.
That was amazing. I
in
couldn't
the
believe
video.
it.
I mean, you've seen that documentary, right?
About what?
About sea
Oh, where
Blackfish, the one
Oh,
where
that's
the
so depressing.
you see
where
the
the whales are biting off dicks.
yeah. You see the video.
Biting off
You
dick.
see the viral video of the whale killing the dude, right? Like in SeaWorld. That shit's nuts. He like flips him over like he's a rag doll for Christ's sake. I mean, anybody doing those jobs, good lord. Like why it's just a cute little killer whale. Don't worry. You can pet him. He ain't gonna do
Like it's
nothing.
called killer. It has killer in the name.
The
Do
funniest
you think they just grew into their name? Like originally they're like regular whales. They're like, that's a killer whale. They're like, oh shit, I guess we are. And they start killing people.
they're like this
Well, that's like the white basketball players on Duke. Like there's always one hated bad guy white basketball player on Duke, and it's like, okay, was this guy a dick before he got to Duke, or did everybody saying that he was a dick make him a dick?
Yeah, exactly. He's like he was that obviously that dude has never been called a bad boy in his life. So finally going to that school, he's like, "Oh yeah, now I can be a badass." But
Yeah, but that's with these whales.
That was my segment.
orcas are like the second smartest animals in the ocean next to dolphins. I think orcas are hilarious because they're so like they have such a dry sense of humor when they are going after
What?
they're going after their prey. So when orcas go after their prey, they literally use their flippers and flip up whoever they're eating 30, 40 feet in the air, and they're basically playing with their food. So there's videos of orcas just flipping up these fish or like little otters or whatever they're trying to kill and eat. They're playing with their food. They're the biggest dickheads in the ocean, but they're smart. Like they're just smart animals. So
They should be called dickhead whales.
yeah, they I
Oh, we
would
got
be
a pack of dickhead
I
whales
would definitely be
swimming out.
I'd be definitely terrified of orcas if they were around me, let alone ramming their heads into my boat. That'd be scary.
Yeah, they're terrible. That movie, Free Willy, not an accurate representation
No!
of dickhead whales.
I was like, these animals are so sweet. Like, what do you mean they eat people?
This guy, he's adorable. He would never eat people.
Eats all the people. We
But
lived
then, yeah,
next
it's
door
just,
to him for years. We always thought he was the quietest, nicest whale. Turns out
and
he's
then
been
it's just
eating people
90
for years.
minutes. 90 minutes of him eating people. There's just people in his basement. Freezer.
Killer whale killed. Well, when I knew him, he definitely wasn't a killer. So I don't know. I think it's bad
He,
parenting.
Must have been
yeah,
that
he was just
Marilyn Manson
Mike.
guy.
He wasn't Killer Whale. He was just Mike. I just knew him different. I think the divorce really hit him hard. You know, bad times.
Oh man.
You got anything else?
I got nothing.
There was one other conversation happening in the park, and it's not as interesting or as good.
Well, now that you brought it
Um,
up, I want to hear it. So, what is the
it
conversation?
was so. Let's end the
Yeah, tell me this
podcast.
shitty conversation you heard.
uh, it was like a middle-aged couple, and they were holding hands, but they were walking real awkwardly. So you could tell, like, I don't know, they didn't really know each other. I'm guessing this was like a eHarmony date, and they're walking
And they're
past.
already holding hands?
That's why I thought it was really weird because their conversation, and this is the only piece of it I got because they were walking past kind of fast. She's like, and that's why I thought it was funny on your profile. It definitely reads Trump supporters need not apply. I was like, you guys are holding hands walking through the park, and you're just now talking about his profile. It was so weird.
Yeah, at what point in the first date do you start to hold hands?
Immediately, I guess.
Put it in the
That's weird.
profile. I'm a strict hand holder on a date, so we will hold hands on a date.
She was walking and like laughing, having a good time, and this guy had a blank stare on his face, like he was taking her in the park to murder her somewhere. Like as soon as nobody was looking, it was weird, man.
Ha ha ha. Yes, I thought my profile was funny too. Ha ha ha.
Oh, you're so funny. I love your sense of humor.
That seems weird to just hold hands with a stranger. Like
Right?
essentially they're a stranger on a first date.
I didn't know if it
If
was worth
like
talking about, but that's what I saw, and I was really weirded out by it. It shook me,
that they were holding hands.
and they were just met.
Yeah. That's what I don't think you hold hands on a first date if you've never met them before.
I don't either, but I don't think you talk about your profile on a second date.
Yeah.
You get that shit out of the way
No.
first.
Yeah, that's like immediate.
That's like
Like
that's like
you
all you have to talk about on the first one. I'm guessing.
when you saw them, that was like 10 minutes after they met. And
Yeah,
they're
they
or
met
they're
right
just
at the
holding
beginning of the
hands.
park. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Right
they
at the
just
start of
walk
the
up to
park.
each other and like the guy
Well,
just
we're
holds
doing
his
this.
hand out. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like they didn't even IM. Like they didn't message. She just like, you want to meet? Yep. And then they didn't talk at all until they got to the park, and then immediately started holding hands.
That's a weird when you think about it, holding hands is kind of weird. Like why?
Oh shit. Now we're going down the rabbit hole.
Uh,
Well, like what does it
Physical
mean?
intimacy, Nick.
I don't know.
But like just as a concept.
What is it? What does sex mean, Nick?
Like, why do we do it? What is it?
Like, not like why, but how do we do it? What?
Can somebody call in? We need somebody to call in. How?
Yeah, this just turned into me not knowing what sex was. I don't know how that happened.
This is way better than the whale thing. I should have led with this.
Now,
There's no way you could have known.
now I'm gonna be listening into the park for some dialogue for next week.
I'm showing up as early as I can next week with as many beers as my bag as I could fit, and I'm hanging out on that bench
People
because it was
watching,
fantastic.
people watching 2020.
Everybody else on the team just thinks you're really committed to the team.
That's not why I'm doing it. One is I need a parking spot, and I'm sick of paying $20 every Sunday.
I feel like you get
And
there
two,
earlier because you want to drink too, and you want to drink before the game starts.
I'm always the late one though,
That's true.
so I got there super early. It was a later game today, so that kind of helped.
Indeed, did.
But I'm gonna do that next week, I
Alright.
think, if it's not shitty out.
If it's not, yeah, who knows? It might. It
And I'll
is
have
fall.
another segment, weird shit I heard in the park.
I'll try to add
We'll
on.
get a
Yeah,
sound for it. We'll get a sound.
Yeah, you got to come up, Steve. You need to come up with a sound for that one.
Don't do another fart. He did another fart.
That was so loud.
Yeah, I think I accidentally farted myself making that noise.
That didn't sound
You
healthy.
guys messing around ended up shitting his pants. He's like, oops. Cut the show. You got to finish the episode. Like you gotta battle.
Well,
You gotta NASCAR it.
Yeah. What if you have to poop in the suit
go, man.
in the car? No.
Just go.
you can only, yeah, that's what it's there for. If they pee in it, they poo in it. I'm sure I'm sure you're not eating like a big meal before you're going on a NASCAR race. It's like, all right, time for
I
my
hope you're
White
sponsored by
Castle.
baby powder. He's got a crave case in the passenger seat. It's a long race.
You go to the
Yeah.
you go to the pit stop. You're like, bathroom, bathroom.
It's like in Talladega Nights when he gets out, he goes like at the very beginning, he's like, "This chicken sandwich is really good, guys." Like, we're in the middle of a race. You can't get out and get a chicken sandwich.
That's
Like,
like
can you please put both hands on the steering wheel?
that's my favorite part of that movie, the underrated part, like the first driver that gets introduced before Ricky
Yeah.
Bobby. Guy just doesn't give a fuck about everything. He just gets out of the car during the pit stop. He's like, I'm in dead last. I don't give a shit what happens.
You know that's Dirty Mike from Dirty Mike and the Boys, right?
Yeah, that is him. That's fucking hilarious. Oh man.
Did not know that. All right.
All right,
Well,
end the show.
Oh,
wow.
shit. Someone's not having
End the
Wow.
show.
Someone's not having a good time.
My segment's done. I'm done now.
You just you tap in and tap out. you just show up at the beginning and then like one story at the end.
I waited for my segment. It's over. Now we're done.
I do 15 minutes. I take a nap for an hour. I do the last 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it. Follow us on Instagram, Jumbo Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Jumbo Podcast. YouTube, the Relatively Jumbo Podcast. We're going to do a wrap-up video after this, and that'll be up on the YouTube. Any last words?
Go Bears.
My last words is I know Nick doesn't support it. Listeners, it's okay to hold hands. It's okay
Yeah.
to hold.
It's not that I don't support it. It just doesn't make any sense when you think of it. Just like
Guys, it's okay.
give me your hand and we're gonna go walk over
You
here.
can't get away.
It's okay to hold
You
hands.
can't get away.
It's most certain.
It's handcuffs. I use handcuffs.
Try to get it. You can't get away.
It's also very much okay to have sex too. We're pro sex here.
Guys,
And if you
listeners
do,
out there,
and if you
Nick
do,
doesn't like it. Don't tell him that you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's okay to have
I
sex.
didn't say any of
And
that.
if you do,
Guys, tweet at Nick when you're having sex.
just please let us know how. Just that's it. And when you do, just please.
Have sex. Don't hold hands during though. We don't condone that.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, let's get out of here. All right. See ya.